Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is May 21st, 2022. Hope you're all doing well. Stock market is very volatile. So let's take a look at top stocks with a heavy short ratio. When the short ratio is very high, especially when insiders are buying or institutions are buying, those could be some great opportunities when the fundamentals are good. Let's take a look at few companies. I got one company here, Global Foundries, very high short ratio. It could be a good one to look at as there is still semiconductor shortage. Could be a good one to take a look. So let's look at many stocks like Global Foundries and see which one we can buy and take advantage of the short squeeze situation for these stocks. Let's get started. We'll start with a quick market update, look at top stocks with a heavy short ratio, and then finally we'll conclude with few long and few short stocks. All right, let's jump in here. Look, from a market perspective, we're in the extreme fear zone right now. So it's almost like we are pendulum is swinging all the way to extreme fear. I can see us going back to the fear zone and slightly higher. At these levels here, money will start flowing into the stock market from the sidelines. So look, we have been hovering around this extreme fear zone for say a week or so here. So I can see us going back and improving slightly. And as you see here, we have still a lot of geopolitical and macro issues. We got Russia, Ukraine, geopolitical situation, high inflation, China lockdown, labor shortage, supply chain shortage. As some of these issues get sorted out, especially I'm optimistic the China situation can get better as we go forward, and Fed might increase the rates, and maybe that will be out of our way. So I can see us going higher as situation can improve from here on. So with that, let's jump in here. Look, from a top news perspective, we got a few top news here, and look, we got here Asian stocks. The tech stocks are longest downturn here, so we got to be careful with the tech stocks here at these levels. All right, so let's look at few more here. All right, so let's go in and look at few more. We got Applied Materials. Applied Materials, one of the great stocks, as many of you know here. Stock came down. They got supply chain problems, as you can see here. At these levels, I will let the Applied Materials settle down slowly, and I will start buying this great company and go from there. And we got Palo Alto Network. Stock went higher. Looks like they are giving very good guidance. In stocks like Palo Alto Network, I'll be slowly buying some put options and put spreads, and when the stock goes up so much like this, there is a chance it will come down slowly and fade. So you could buy some put options in stocks like Palo Alto, which have gone up so much. And then they got Deere. Deere is a good stock here. Stock sinks towards 15-month low here, so we could buy some Deere at these levels. It can bounce back nicely. And look, from a stock market perspective, we had a nice turnaround. Look, in the morning on Friday, we had down day. Look, up to 1 p.m. After 1 p.m. or 1:30 or so, we start going higher. That's a good sign here. That tells you supply demand situation in the stock market. When the market is so negative, it can go higher. That's what's going on here. So I would be a little bit careful. Still, we got a lot of issues, but if you stick to some great stocks and great ETFs, you could slowly accumulate and go from there. That's a great way to invest. And we don't know when the market will turn around and start going higher. That's why I buy some great stocks in this downturn. And if the stock is totally high RSI, I buy put options and make some money as the market comes down. All right, let's jump in here and look at the stock news in the high short ratio stocks. Look, we got here insiders. They had some they made some good money here in this stock here, MGY. MGY is going higher. I think they had a nice earnings also. So at these levels, I'm looking at stocks like MGY, and I might buy some put option and do some fade trade, as you call it. As the stock comes down, you could make some money. And then you got beaten down stocks here. We got CWH, which is Camping World, and IDT. You could take a look at such stocks and see if it's a good time to buy. CWH especially has got high debt ratio. You got to be careful. And then you got few more here. Looks like these are most shorted stocks here. Look, we got Big Five and Beyond Meat. These stocks also trying to turn around slowly. You got to be careful, but it's okay to slowly start buying some of these names here. And we got Huron Therapeutics. Look, they report Q1 loss, but revenue tops the estimates. You could take a look at stocks like Huron and see if you can buy slowly and go from there. And then you got Carvana here. Carvana used to be Wall Street darling while ago, but now it's coming down here. And look, right now it's trying to turn around. You could buy some Carvana here, completely beaten down here. And then you got electric vehicle stocks here. All these stocks are coming down here. According to Investor Place, we got to sell these stocks here, but I'm not as pessimistic as Investor Place here. I take advantage when it's completely beaten down. I slowly buy some of those, but when they go up higher, you could buy some put options. So these are Tesla is a good one here, but Tesla has high multiple. You got to be a little bit careful, but on the good day you could buy some put option. On a bad day you could buy some call option or buy Tesla outright. And we got Rite Aid here. Rite Aid also has a high short ratio. Looks like they got boosters available for 5 to 11. You could buy some Rite Aid and take advantage of this high short ratio. And we got Cassava Sciences. Looks like they had nice earnings. Stock went higher. You could try to fade the trade with buying some put option here also. And then you got here VTNR. VTNR shot up, went higher, so quickly. So I would do a fade trade here and buy some put option on VTNR and take advantage and of stock going down slowly. It's an energy stock. You got to be careful, but it's good to buy put option versus shorting the stock outright. All right, now we got the market here. Look from market perspective, what's going on here. We got major indices. Look at this steep drop here. Nice downtick in Dow Jones Industrial Average, S&P 500, same story. All these indices are getting clobbered. This is one of the biggest drops since 2001. So we got to be careful here. It's been coming down pretty quickly, but I can see us turning around and going higher at some point as situation improves. That's why I stick to the great stocks and great ETFs and buy them slowly. Look, oil is a little more stronger, as you can see here. Gold is going higher and we got here bonds are going higher. This can come down as Fed starts selling the bonds. Interest rates are coming down. That's going to help stock market slightly at these levels. When gold comes down, I would buy some gold, and when crude oil slightly comes down like here and here, I would buy some crude oil or energy stocks like Chevron, Exxon Mobil, and so on and so forth. All right, let's jump in here and look at stocks with a heavy short ratio. We got the volume more than 1 million, not 500K. It's actually 1 million shares traded. And let's look at those names here. All right, let's look, we got here the list here. Keep a watch on the short ratio here. All these stocks have got huge short ratio, high short ratio. And keep a watch on insider and institution. When you see insiders and institutions buying heavily, you could go and buy along with them. So look here, we got Carvana here. Carvana looks like insiders are buying heavily and stock is going higher. Look, that insider buying is helping, stock is going higher. As you scan through here, we got Oxygen. Oxygen, I think it's gonna balances out here. Insiders are buying, institutions are selling, but look, stock is trying to go higher in 5-day. It could be okay to buy some Oxygen. RSI is still low here, 47. And look, we got HCP here, just a $34 stock. Very good insider buy here. Stock is not responding yet. So in such situations, you could slowly buy and go from there. So look, right now it's got a nice market cap here, 6 billion, and fundamentals are not there yet, but you could be a contrarian and buy such names also. And we got Asana here. Asana co-founder is buying lot of the share, but stock is not responding yet. RSI is low here, so you could slowly buy some Asana. I've seen this stock rocking higher. It might take some time, but looks like this can also go higher. And if you're a conservative investor, look at net margin here, go after net margin positive companies and go from there. And I also take a look at the RSI here. If RSI is too high, we got few names here like SAVA and VTNR here, especially VTNR. Look at that RSI here, too high, 71. I would be buying some put options here in such scenarios. We also have a IV percentile here. Look, IV percentile or implied volatility rank is very low here, so you could easily buy put option without paying some too much money. On the other hand, we got Kasava or Sava here. It's also went up very high here, and IV percentile is high. When the IV percentile is high here, I would not buy put option outright. Instead, I would buy put ratio back spread, so that way you mitigate the impact of volatility and you don't end up paying too much premium. So that's how I play. That'll work out pretty well. Look, we got here 1 day, 5 day. If a stock is too hot on 1 day, 5 day, 10 day, don't go buy at the time. Let it cool off. But if it is slowly going higher in 1 day, 5 day, you could take a look at those names and buy them slowly here. We got few names here. You could take a look at those. For example, BGFV trying to go higher slowly in 1 day and high short ratio, as you can see here, 41%. Go after such candidates with the low RSI. That will serve you better. And also look at the next year revenue, EPS growth and revenue growth. Higher the better. And if you're a conservative investor, avoid the one with the huge negatives or even negatives and go after the positive EPS growth and positive revenue growth. I also love the stocks with a high overall score here. Look, we got one with the nice high overall score here. It maybe, let's see, it's Upstart. Not Upstart, Siri has got a high overall score here. You could take a look at such stock here and see if it's worth buying. Siri has it's not a very volatile stock, it doesn't go up too much, but you could take a look at Siri and see if it's worth buying. All right, so look, Siri is right here, and stock has not performed very well. It's okay, but not great performance. Look, 2 year and 5 year, not too much performance, but look, it's got a nice overall rating here. And we got one more VTNR. It also has pretty decent rating, but stock has gone up too much here. I would rather go and do some buying put option here. And we got two more with nice overall score here, both CWH as well as BGFV here. CWH, the problem is, look at their debt to equity ratio, too much debt on the balance sheet. I would rather go with the BGFV here, relatively manageable debt ratio here. All right, now let's jump in here, look at few more. Look, the list continues here. All the short ratio is pretty high, as you can see here. And as usual, keep a look at the insider and institution buying. Looks like Groupon here has got good institution as well as insider buying here. Stock is not responding yet, so you could look at such names here and buy them slowly. It will slowly respond, and it might go higher. And we got a few more names here. Look, we got the one with nice institutional buy here, BZ. You could take advantage and buy some BZ here. Stock is not responding yet. Look, it's a negative right now on a 1 day, 5 day. Stock is not responding yet. And as you scan through here, nothing else serious going on here. We got INO. INO has got high institutional buy here. Again, stock is not responding. And also keep a watch on 1 day, 5 days. The stock is responding in 1 day, 5 days slowly. You could go after and buy those names, provided RSI is below 50. That way you don't get hurt. And if the stock is too hot, like VERU as an example, I've been buying some put option here, and stock has come down here. I'll be taking some profit off the table. The stock is coming down slowly after becoming very hot. Look, RSI is 59. Such names you could buy some put options or put spreads. Right now, IV percentile or implied volatility percentile is just 48. You could buy put option, or you could even buy back ratio put spread. So that's a good play here. I've been buying some put options on this, and I have some profit. I will be taking profit off the table slowly. And look, we got one more here, MMAT, that also has gone up so much in last couple days here. It's just a $1.85 stock here. If you're up to it, you can short it. Otherwise, you could stay in the sideline and let it come down. Also, as you buy put options or shorting, make sure company is not being acquired. So that's not worth your time here. You want to make sure company not being acquired, so that way you make some money as it comes down. All right, as usual, keep a watch on 1 day, 5 day. If the stock is going higher slowly in 1 day, 5 day, you could buy that, provided RSI is below 50, and go from there. I love the ones with a nice and high overall score here. We got few names here with the relatively good overall score. Look, I think it's VERU here. Let's see. Yeah, VERU has got nice overall score, but right now stock has gone up here. I would be buying some put option here. And we got one more here, Guess. Look, Guess has got nice overall score here. RSI is 38. You could buy such names here that can go higher. All right, let's I think we got one more here, VTU Holding. It's a China based company, as many of you know, into stock trading or brokerage business here. Stock is responding nicely here. RSI is 55. I would wait for it to settle down here. It's a good stock, but RSI is little high for me to initiate at these levels. Looks like it's already squeezing those short sellers, as you can see here. All right, now let's look at a few more here. And look, we got here short ratio, all high short ratio, as you can see here. Keep a watch on insider and institution here. You got AMRS. Looks like insiders as well as institutions are buying AMRS here. Stock is not responding yet. You could look at such names here. It's a contrarian play, as sales growth is negative, top line revenue growth is negative, and net margin is also negative. Contrarian play, you could look at such names here. Also look at 1 day, 5 day here. Some stocks have gone up crazy. Look, we got IQ Chinese stock here, gone up crazy. Take a look at this. If it's not an acquisition type candidate here, you could buy some put option, make some money. Look, IIVI percentile is 53, slightly high. I would rather buy back ratio call spread in such names here, given IIVI percentile is high. And also look at the overall score here, higher the better, and go from there. Look, we got Riot Blockchain, nice and high overall score of 89 here. Stock is in the dumps right now with the low RSI 29. You could buy such stocks here. Look, it's $6 stock. It used to be a $30-$40 stock just a couple of months ago. And we got here overstock.com. Look, pretty decent overall score, 56 here. I know this stock can also go higher. Look, right now it's trending down, but if you're a long-term buyer, you could buy some overstock here and you will do well. And we got the REI here. Look, it's got nice overall score of 90 here, and RSI is 44. You could buy this one also here. It's also a very volatile stock with the high IIVI percentile, as you can see here. So I would have you look at such names here. We got, I think, one more course at SEP Therapeutics here. Nice and high, 99 overall score here. RSI is 47. Stock is trying to go higher. You could buy such names here. It's going higher slowly. You could buy such names and go from there. We got a few more with nice and high overall score. We could look at those stocks and buy them slowly. All right, list continues here. Look, we got more stock with a high short ratio here. And look, we got here insider and institution here. Few of them have got nice insider institution. Got Stitch Fix. Looks like both insider and institutions are buying. Stock is responding. Look, it's going higher in 1 day, 5 day. You could look at such names here and go after and buy them. And we got HYZN. Look, this one is also has got high insider buy here, and stock is responding. Stock is already going higher nicely here. RSI is 52, middle of the road. I would rather wait for RSI to be below 50 so we don't get hurt. As usual, look at the high overall score candidates here. You could buy such names provided RSI is below 50, so that way you don't get hurt. And if the stock has gone up so much quickly here, like Dynavax here, I would be a buyer of put option here, make some money that way. And as the stock comes down, you could make some money. And make sure such names are not acquisition candidates, just some sanity check before you buy put option or back ratio put spread, because in this case IV percentile is high. All right, let's quickly conclude here. When the market is very volatile, be very selective when you do short squeeze candidates. Follow the guidelines we talked about in the earlier slide, and make sure you look for lower RSI below 50, insider institutional buying, and stock showing some improvement in 1 day, 5 day, 10 day. Conservative investors should look for a positive net margin and free cash flow positive and overall score more than 40, so that way you don't get hurt. And few long ideas here. We got big five sporting goods, Carvana, W, GFS, EXPI, IIVI. These could be some good ideas for you to initiate a long play here. And few short play here. I typically love buying put option or back ratio put spread, or even a simple put spread depending on the IV percentile. So I love when the stock goes up very high in a short couple days. So that's when I buy put options or the put spread, make some money as the stock goes down. In this market, you got to play the long game by buying the great stocks. Also play the short game, buying put options and put spreads. That's the only way to stay relevant in this market, because it's a one-sided market. Market is going down. You don't want to be just long. You should also be short by buying put options and put spreads and put back ratio spreads. That's the way to make money in this market. If you're just long, you feel very very much nauseated, because market is going 1 day, which is down south. The situation will improve as you go forward. That's why you got to be playing both sides of the market. All right, with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.